I don't know about you, chat, but this music is pretty damn awesome. Don't know how you feel about it. T. Drayson, welcome in, and sorry, but Rugmat got first officially. It was not Stream Elements. Finite. Welcome in, Finite. Nice to see you as well. Rugmat.
Garbage.
Oh, that's timing right there. T. Drayson timed that one very well. Rugmat just sits and wait. Yeah.
Ones and zeros never lie.
And I think it's Pikachu this time. I do think that basically Rugmat sits and waits on like the button, hovering over the button, and as soon as I go live, I think Rugmat just slaps it. A good old first slap. Yes, Steffi, exactly. Welcome in, by the way, Steffi. Nice to see you again as well. I said that last week, like a camper in good old first-person shooters, ready to just snag it away. T. Drayson says, I need a bot that hangs out in chat and waits for the go live notification. Rugmat, I know when you go live. Oh, is that so? Ooh, I keep having to refresh, so no waiting for me. Ah, interesting. So the first channel point redemption doesn't actually appear automatically. Like you have to refresh the stream for it to appear. It's pretty interesting. T. Drayson went go-karting at the Circuit of America yesterday. Circuit of America? As in around the entire country? He used a go-kart? Circuit of America. Now I'm curious about this. Circuit of the Americas in Texas. Okay. On mobile, it doesn't activate the button at least. Ah, good to know. Wow, that looks huge. Ah, Kota Karting. There it is. Circuit of the Americas. Did they actually use the of and the as part of the acronym? Oh, that's weird. Why would you do that? Rugmat testing all the redeems as usual. I'm always eternally grateful. Yes, that's America for you. Exactly. COTA. They couldn't just call it CA karting. Oh, vision trouble already? This early in stream, having vision problems? I should definitely pay more attention to my intake of carrots. Oh, that unfortunately does not work on this scene, Finite. Funnily enough. Yeah. The reason being that it's like it's a weird overlay. I mean, I could put it in. There it is. I guess I could demand my money back. That was a free command. That was a freebie. That was definitely a freebie. Learn from your pet rabbit, eat some carrots. Exactly. If I have such issues with my vision, I probably should be eating more carrots. Definitely. Look, using the LUT, I can make the scene as red as I want, and my skin still looks just fine. Isn't that cool? I have to admire the beauty of technology sometimes. Speaking of technology, the way that you can transport a fart over the internet. Welcome in, Ian.
Garbage.
Nice to see you. Oh, it's probably what that toot smells like, to be honest. I don't know. It sounded a bit wet. Oh, who's it gonna be this time? It's Mongosaurus without green screen effects. Yeah, I made an error last time doing green screen stuff, and I fixed it over the weekend. How was everyone's? Speaking of weekends, how was everyone's weekend? I had a very, very, very relaxed weekend. I tried to do as little work as possible. I worked on the stream a little bit, fixing little things like this with the green screen. That is a lot of eyebrows, chat. Wait, can I do that? I can't do that. I can't do it as intent. I did as little work as possible. Saturday I did some gaming, went shopping, went out for dinner with my partner for the first time to a restaurant since, I don't know, a couple months. So that was nice. Oh, the drop game is doing weird stuff again. But I can't see it. I have vision problems, so it doesn't bother me. Rugmat, thank you very much for that bitty bit. Yeah, so Saturday went out for dinner. We had a very nice dinner, the two of us. And then we were visiting a friend of ours, couple, on Sunday. And it was a bit odd, actually. Fine night. We had people over. It was weird. Yeah, exactly. Like now people are kind of sort of semi returning to something. I don't know what it is. It's definitely not normal. Something else. Don't say, please no one say those three words that we're all sick and tired of hearing. And it's not these unprecedented times, it's the other one. And yeah, so it was a bit odd sitting at a table at someone's house who we don't see so often. But it was also very nice, I have to say. We had waffles. It was a very nice weekend. Okay, the drop game is broken. I wonder if that's the OBS thing. Background phone booth. People and technology. Look at that. Wonderful. Waffles as a background.
Garbage.
Garbage. Around here it depends. People who were taking things a bit more seriously are returning to something. The other half of those around here, well, they don't think COVID ever happened, or at least they're acting like it. That's very unfortunate. There will always be deniers of everything, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, no matter how much proof there is, there will always be people who deny things and refuse to believe, for whatever reason that is. The drop game is, yeah, ultimately very slow. Any more memes? Did I add any memes? That's a very good question. I don't think so. Rocco Dev, welcome in. Glad to see you back in your normal eyewear. Yes, exactly. I'm currently having vision trouble, courtesy of Ruckmat. But yeah, some. So yeah, memes. There's still plenty of memes to go around on the channel. Bezos is no longer green screened. Do you have a spreadsheet of all of Maddie's commands, Steffi? No. Steffi's just here so much that she has witnessed all of the memes. So... I love the little where he blows into the horn at the end. It's really funny. Garbage is the classic though. I did find a very nice... We started watching a new show called Centaur World. Please don't judge us. There was a scene in there that I thought would really go with the stream. So yeah. Finite's laughing. Do you know what it is, Finite? Because honestly, it's kind of hilarious. I know it's like a semi-kids show, sort of. Nice background. TD? Have you been at the racetrack all day and now you're like with full of, you know? Steffi, I'm also the one guessing the new ones first most of the time. That's true. Are there any centaurs with human bottom halves and horse top halves? It's the other way around, I think. But it's okay, it's like Ian, I'm really wondering what this background is. Sorry, I just have to see what this is. This is a proboscis monkey? Or it's just a monkey, I'm not sure. Interesting. You came first in all 3 races. I was unstoppable. That's cool. TD, congratulations. I'm pretty good at go-karting as well, actually. Not bad. I'm not like first place material. But I mean, who were you racing against, TD? That's the real question. Was it like 65 plus day where they were getting a senior discount and then that's why you came first? Or was it like all people your age? That's the real question. Plot twist, he was the only one racing. That's even worse. Hey, that's my keyboard. That's totally my keyboard. Look at that. I think. No, that's a different one. Slightly different, but similar. You were racing adults. It was an 8-year-old's birthday party. Can you imagine Finite? You show up to some random 8-year-old's birthday party and then just... some other monkey. Background beamer. Search for Potane, opposite of centaur. Risky search. Is that the actual opposite of a centaur? That's funny. Hey, yo, Jay Walter, welcome in. I should have refreshed the drop game because I think they did some fixes to that. Wikipedia has some info, not much. Yeah, you just go to an 8-year-old's birthday party and then just lay down the gauntlet on some 8-year-olds. It would be funny though if you went to like an 8-year-old's birthday party and got absolutely smoked by 8-year-olds. I think that would be funnier. Jay Walter's probably gonna land, so I'm gonna wait. Any minute now. Wait, we're gonna calculate. Is it gonna work out? No, it's not gonna work out. We went to the melting pot for dinner last night. Oh, Steffi, why'd you drop? No, I can't refresh it. Okay, wait. Let's do some math. Is Steffi gonna land? We could probably run a poll during this time, couldn't we? Or a prediction. We could run a prediction while the drop game is still loading. That's how slow it is. So all of you are complicit, by the way. You are all complicit in today's experiment. It's quite obvious that no one, and I mean no one, not a single person in chat today has mentioned something about new emotes, despite the fact that it is in the title. No need to refresh, just press the turbo button on your 486SX streaming machine. Ah, okay. Let's go to the mall. No, let's go to the drop game and just refresh it. Refresh. All right. Ooh, I see T. Drayson has found something. Finite says, I've seen that happen at an airsoft place. A group of us went who'd never done airsoft before, but there were some more serious players in the group, and they matched us up against an 11-year-old kid's birthday party group. The sane ones of us in the group felt bad, but 3 of the people we were with, well, let's just say it was a bloodbath. That is indeed, that is pretty, oof, that's pretty rough. Who makes your emotes? I still don't have any. T. Drayson, cute bunny. Okay, I'll do my best. I will do my best to become a cute bunny rabbit. Excuse me, I hit the microphone. I'm very sorry about that.
There you go, TD. I'm doing my best to be as cute as possible for you, so that I can be a cute bunny rabbit. You need some face paint for this one. No, definitely not. There is a line, Finite. Somewhere there's a line. I don't know where the line is exactly, but face paint seems like it would be over the line. I don't think that's something. No, I don't think that's something. So, someone just has to redeem 25,000K. Digital face paint. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. I wonder if can it live map to your face? That's the question. That's the first question. The more important question is, will it run? Oh my god. No. I didn't know you could combine them. Oh no. You broke it. I have no idea what this actually sounds like. This must sound like absolute trash. This must sound awful. Someone tell me what this sounds like. I don't think this sounds great. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Rugmat, thanks for messing up my stream. Question, how much work do you get done in a week? I'm certain you spend all day adding new stuff to your OBS stream. That was horrifying. Hey, Matty Two Shoes, broken stream and chat. Snapcamera.snapchat. Ah, yeah. I have problems with SnapLens. It no longer runs on my machine, and I've tried everything. I've completely nuked it from my system, and it does not cooperate. The other thing is I tried to run Snap Camera and OBS at the same time once, and it did not go very well. But there's a Snapchat plugin in OBS? Or is it just Snap Camera's own application? That's the real question. Because I think you still need to run the software on your machine, and that's what kind of streaming on macOS on a laptop. Oh, that's interesting. The light being blue. That's quite fun. I didn't realize that you could still change the light. Welcome in, Exegete. So nice to see you. I'm trying to be as cute as possible, because TD wanted me to look cute. Smarties. Oh, chat.
So Brocco, you asked who does my emotes. Oh, I'm no longer cute. Apparently. There we go. Just get an ARM, no more power problems. Background SQLite. I don't know. I don't think that. No. So if you want to know who does my emotes, she is in my Twitch profile, but you can also find her here, Marina. She is not Pikachu, just to be clear. So Marina designs most of my emotes. Let's say 95% of the emotes, the ones that you see, with the exception of 2, I should say. So with the exception of Matty Cute Bunny, and which is the other one? We're gonna go through them in a second before we start off today. And Gangster Bunny Rave. So these two are from Nimibi, which is T. Drayson's significant other. She does not stream, but you can find her link to Instagram in my profile on Twitch. Marina does stream. She hasn't streamed for a while, but she will be starting streaming again. But Marina, or Mere, she takes commissions, and she does have capacity. What I really like about working with her is I know her. Exegete, do you have a preference for the sunglasses, by the way, or glasses, I should say? What I really like about working with Meta is I know her, like we worked together at a company a few years ago, and she's extremely creative. So if you just give her a kind of general direction for your emotes and say, I kind of want this. I did that for my first round of emotes. I said, I want everything to revolve around 2 shoes. These are the kind of themes I'm thinking about. And then she went basically bonkers and kind of came up with cool stuff. Dealer's second choice. Okay. I will take dealer's second choice then. There we go. Thank you, Exegete, for redeeming Cool Gang. So essentially, yeah, she's super creative, and of course the turnaround time is great. She's very fast at making emotes, so she just did these 10 emotes for me, and it was less than a month, basically, which is super fast for 10 emotes with all the back and forth and everything. So you're not new, but you wanted to say hi. That's no problem, TD. Thanks for throwing a paper ball at my face, Rockmat. So yeah, let's talk about the emotes. Let's do that, because I'm super stoked for these emotes. So before we do anything else, before we do any coding, we're actually gonna talk about emotes. How about that? Now we can see your screen in the glasses again. Yeah, you can. But can you read anything? No, probably not. So let's see. I gotta open the thing here. Open up. It's like the Matrix. You choose the red pill. Sorry, no, it's blue first, right? You choose the blue pill. You continue streaming in Wonderland, where you have 0 viewers. You take the red pill. You come to science and tech, software and gaming category. You get amazing viewership, where the community is the best on Twitch and you don't need to look for sponsors. Good timing, Exegete. I do have blue and red lights, so in theory we could try and time them. In theory. You're all picking red pill. I'm very happy about that, by the way, that you all picked the red pill. So we go to Twitch, emotes. Oh, I think I have to sneeze. There we go. So, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the emotes. All right, here we go. Let me switch over. Sequel background. Ooh, lumens were trailing there. That was very interesting. So ignore the browser for the moment. We need that later. Okay. There you go. I'm protected though. You see? I've been given protection by Exegete. So, you know, you can't touch me right now. So these were the emotes. These were the 5 emotes that I originally had commissioned way back when. This was last year in May and June or something. So we have cheers. And a lot of these emotes have now been rearranged in the slots. So some of them you'll have access to as tier 1 that you didn't have access to before. We'll get into that in a second. There's happy, which is amazing. These are all amazing emotes, but I really love the happy one. There's just so many cool features within it. Ah, Exegete, this looks a lot smoother now. Ooh, the speed emote. Yeah, we'll see that in a second in big. There's the love emote, which you all probably know. It's the most commonly used emote on the stream, probably also because of me, because I always drop with the love, because I have a command for it. Did you fix the browser source slowness? I refreshed the drop game and it seems to do the trick most of the time. Exegete, did you just land at 1.04? Wow, I think that's the lowest landing we've had. That is an all-time low score. Although, has someone gotten below 1? I feel like someone got below 1. Isn't there a... I thought there was a command. Drop low? Drop bottom? What was it? Yeah, well, last 24 hours, obviously. Okay, so we've got fire, which was previously reserved in tier 3, and that should probably no longer be tier 3, I believe. Yoast, you didn't miss any memes, by the way. And then we have the sad emote, which also, like, there's so much incredible detail in the emotes that you don't see when they're so small. So it's really nice to look at them up close. That was the first batch. So now we've commissioned 10, and I'm serious, 10 emotes. You know, Yoast, good drop there. I think you might beat out Exegete. Yeah, it's probably going to be a good land. So the first one we commissioned, the first one we did is an actual shoe bunny. So we didn't have a shoes bunny before. So we have a shoes bunny now. I don't remember which ones are commissioned in which tier. Hold on, we're gonna actually open that up, because I don't know. I don't know which ones are in which tier, and that's kind of unfair. That I should be able to say which one is in which tier, so you know. And there's a logic. Viewer rewards, emotes. Yeah, here we go. So Shoes Bunny is tier 2, and Pew Pew is in tier 3, but we'll get to that in a second. So Shoes Bunny is in tier 2. Then there's Disco or Party, depending how you want to interpret that, which word you tend to use. So there's Disco, that's a tier 1. Basically, 2 shoes having a party. Basically me, 2 shoes having a party. Every stream is basically like that. Then there's Hype, which Exegete I saw you found already, which is great. I love the eyes, how she's gone, like they're a little bit squinty, like they're super hyped, super excited. It's really, really cool. I'll come back to these in a second because it's a bit special. The bunny, Christo Ballers. Thank you very much for the follow. It's very appreciated. The bunny could have been bunny slippers instead of sneakers. Yes, that's true, but I wanted to stay within the shoes theme. Funnily enough, it was just a preference. I wanted to stay within the shoes theme. So then there is a lurk emote. This is actually quite special because this is one of the ones available to everyone who follows. So Christo Ballers, for example, you just followed, you now have access to the lurk emote that you can use in my channel. And the idea behind this is there are a lot of people that like to lurk on streams, and so you can actually use this emote now, everyone. You don't have to sub for it. If you're just watching and you want to go away for a while and you want to lurk, then, you know. Anyway. So, that's a cool thing. I think you should move to a theme of all things, Maddie, or perhaps embrace the underscore if you move away from the 2 shoes part. Finite, what does this even mean? Maybe you should rename to infinite singularity, because then there could be multiple singularities. I mean, infinite singularities, so you could have more than just one singularity meme. You could have like multiple stacked singularity memes. I don't quite understand what's like all things, theme of all things, like theme of everything. Your emotes are all 2 shoes. Why not make them all different Maddies or underscores? Maybe the next batch. Embrace the underscore. You don't want someone to be able to use his emotes. Oh, that is. Woo! Woo! 3 are infinite finites. Haven't you seen his clones? True. That's true, Rugmat. You're right. Yeah. Good job there, Steffi, by the way, with the underscore. So you mean all things Maddie. Aha. So like other things around my personality. Squirrel finger shoes. That is literally not missing, Yoast. I have never asked myself, why don't I have squirrel finger shoes? That's never happened. Ever. I've never asked myself this question. So then there is a very special emote. And those of you who know White Panther and who are perhaps part of the Claws stream, thank you Rugmat for the bit, who are part of the clause stream. Was that 2 bits or 1? I got 2 notifications, but only 1 in chat. That's interesting. You'll know that White Panther, who's who started our stream team, the Claw, she has an emote, Pew Pew Panther. And I wanted to pay tribute to Panther. I know that she's not here. She's probably working, to be honest. I wanted to pay tribute to Panther and how much she has been instrumental in my streaming journey, along with many others of you a lot of you who are here today. And so I had a Pew Pew shoes emote commissioned, where laser beams are shooting out of the shoes. I thought that would be a cool motif, and it is reserved at tier 3 because I know that most people won't use it. So I put it in tier 3. Of course, I might shift stuff around with time, but yes. Like Maddie's hairdo, Maddie's beard, we could reconstruct a Maddie in emote form. Oh my gosh, that's... I don't know if I want emotes of myself. I've noticed Twitch has been sending out double event sub-event for cheers. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Can I get a SQLite Pokemon emote? I mean, I can send you the PNG. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. That was Bulbasaur at that time. So yes, there's a Pew Pew emote. Then there's a raid emote, which is very important. Of course, I didn't have one until now, and it was the #1 thing that I really wanted to have. So... Oh gosh, it's Pikachu. I was hoping for SQLite. Do you want me to send you the PNG exegete? I can send it to you. It's no problem. I just don't have enough emote slots. That's the problem. So... yeah, I don't know how many times it's gonna take, Rugmat, to be honest. I don't know. That's 2 now. So the raid emote is obvious. When we go raid out, just if you're subbed, you can use the raid emote. I really wanted everyone to have the raid emote. I really wanted everyone to have the raid emote and put it as a follower one, but then we couldn't use it in another channel. So yeah, so I put it in tier 1 in the end. So then there's the speed emote. This is probably the most tricky one because the lines of speed in dark mode. Bulbasaur again? That's 3. Get out of here. Sad Maddie got wall stuck. That seems appropriate, Exegete. So the speed emote in dark mode is the only one that's a bit tricky to make out. And I'm okay with it. I know that some people use Twitch in light mode, which I don't understand. It's fine. And some people use in dark mode, and so we had to compromise on that one. And then the other one, the other single emote is the wave, which... That's very interesting. So the 90 didn't trigger the meme box command. It just triggered the Lumia command. I'm so sorry. I'm good. It's good that it's free, right? It's good that it's free. So this is the other follower emote that everyone has access to. So when someone comes in, when someone, when you welcome someone to the channel, when Ian welcomes people to the channel who've been here the whole time, you know, then you can use the wave emote, or you can wave to other people in the chat who you know. They're like Finite knows Exegete and Steffi knows Finite and all this. You know. Don't complain about free stuff, chat. This is all free. It's all free. Free for you. Exactly. So then there is the emote, or emote series, I should say, that I'm most proud of. Basically, there's this whole thing on Twitch with making... Oh my gosh, we have to fix this, chat. This is not okay. Why is that not working? Look, if I do it, what happens? Look at that. Exegete, it's ignoring you. It's just completely ignoring yours, which makes no sense. Okay, we reloaded the screen. I wonder if it will queue them up for a scene change. I don't know. The GIF works and the sound works. Yeah.
What's that smell? Failure.
Or garbage.
Garbage.
There is no random command. But actually, that's a cool idea, Rugmat. That's actually a cool idea. We could have a random command that would just pull any of them at... That could be fun, actually. You mess as much as you want, Chad. You do whatever you like. The stream is as much yours as it is mine. You do it as... Which scene, Steffi? The one in the car. Finite.
You just drop in, just smack the lip, pull back, drop down, snap.
Can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
That scene is actually a lot longer, but I had to cut it because it would be too long otherwise. Finite. How do you lift an elephant with just one hand? Don't worry about it. You'll probably never meet an elephant with just one hand. Good job. Yoast, it has a different format. It's colloquial. I don't expect you to use all the commands outright for memes. I expect you to sometimes just use them as part of your normal conversation. So like someone says, oh, I didn't know that, and then the turtle comes up, you know? So yeah. How do you put an elephant in a refrigerator? You open the door, you put the elephant in the refrigerator, and then the subsequent question is a chainsaw. And then the subsequent question is, how do you put a giraffe in a refrigerator? And then you have to say you take the elephant out of the refrigerator and you put the giraffe in, because most people just say you put the giraffe in the refrigerator. But the elephant's in there, there's no space. So this is the
and
emote.
Secretary Cardona and Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Fairby. You know, thank you for joining us as well. And for families across the country.
He just walks off. He just walks off. Even though the ice cream trucker is added in, there was a scenario where he just walked off, which I don't understand. Anyway, so the emote I'm most proud of. There are 3 emotes that you have access to, and everybody has access to these. And everyone has access to them because they're follower emotes. And basically, it is for you to be able to construct a long bunny. So you have long 1, which is the head of the bunny. You have long 3, which is the butt or tail of the bunny. Yes, it's wearing shoes before you ask. They're obviously wearing shoes. And then the middle of the bunny. And you can have as many of the midsection as you want. So you can make a super, super long bunny in chat if that's what you'd like to do. Those were the 10 emotes. Now, there are also 3 animated emotes, which are pretty cool. The first one is Cute Bunny, and this was created by Nimibi. Looks like this. That's a very nice long bunny, Ruckman. Very good. This is created by Nimibi, which is TD's significant other. And it's amazing. It's a very nice emote. I think it's very cool. So we called it Cute Bunny. There is then also the Gangster Bunny. This one isn't animated here, but in Twitch you can see it's animated. It has a rave animation on it, so it keeps changing color. And then there's also a censored, which is a screenshot. I think it was Steffi who provided the screenshot. Wow, that's a very long bunny, Steffi. Thank you very much. That's very long. So there's a censored one, and I just applied the roll command on it. So basically they look like this. The where is it? The Gangster Bunny Rave looks like this, and then the censored roll looks like this one, which is kind of fitting for the GDPR glasses. I think it's kind of cool. So those are all the emotes. New emotes. Those are all the new emotes. I hope you all enjoy them very much. I paid a lot of money for them, but it's money well spent. I think it's really nice to support artists who are doing good work, and Mary is also a friend of mine, so I'm happy to support her as well with that, and she does really, really nice emotes. So if any of you would like emotes, then please go ahead and construct these atrocities. These atrocities with emotes. I don't even know, Exegete. Is that supposed to be like a hamster with a tail? It's very disturbing. That's very disturbing. Okay, so we're gonna get to coding, chat. We're gonna get to coding, but first I need to show you something because it's super cool. And while this is starting up, I need to actually use the bathroom because I forgot to go before stream, so I will be right back. So sorry.
Garbage.
What's that smell? Failure.
I think I am getting a text message. Ah, there it is. Wow.
Can't do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
See if we can time that with him getting it back. Not sure what that means, but finite, I don't know if that order is correct. I mean, they are numbered. Maybe you wanted to do like a countdown or something. I don't know. But I have to say, Rugmat. 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 Thank you. Thank you very much for subscribing. And as you know, the mask of subscription is in play. So you can choose what color you would like your name on the mask of subscription for March. At the moment, it's still very fresh. Just Jay Walter on there in black. And you know the color choices by now, right? I mean, there's like, you know, a lot of color choices. You like yellow? Yes. Yes, you like yellow. There we go. So yellow is shoppy. Exegy, you'd like yours on the left eyeball in green. Once your subscription renews, that is totally fine. Did you sub, Exegy? Did I miss something? I don't see anything. Background subscription. So Rugmat, I'm gonna put you underneath the eyeball. There we go. There you go, Rugmat. Sorry, wrong side. Right there underneath my right eyeball. Oh, just being a smartass. That's fine, Exegy. I mean, if someone gifts you or if you sub, you can also get your name on there. You might not be able to choose the color though if it's gifted. I think that's the rule. I don't remember what I was doing. Anyhow, Rugman, thank you very much for the support. I appreciate that. So I wanted to show you all something because last time, previously on Jin, or just in numbers, we built our little function. We built our function to run every 2 minutes. This thing here, right? Which every 2 minutes it writes all my chatters into the database. Now, if anyone is good at math, you're clearly not subbed. 5 month subscriber. Oh, we can't see. Yeah, it's true. Thank you so much, Steffi. Thank you so much. Yes, I did indeed forget to switch. So last time we had this function here, and we managed with a lot of help from chat to write a Docker file that contains a cron file in the thing, and it's deployed on Railway as its own project, and that is running, which means that every 2 minutes this function gets run, chatters to DB. And what's super cool about this is that if you're good at math, thank you, Rugmat, for that bit, I appreciate it. If you're good at math, then you know that if something runs every 2 minutes, it means it runs 30 times per hour. And if it runs 30 times per hour, that means it runs 720 times per day, which means per month it's going to run 21,600 times. So obviously, since Friday, if we go look in Twitch chatters in my database, we can now see it's been several days. It's been basically Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's been 3 days. And now we have a total of 2,250 rows, because every 2 minutes, my people in the chat are being written into this database. And I haven't really done much with this yet. Also, Rugmat, good landing. You dropped the entire bunny, Exegete. I think it only takes the first part, though, unfortunately. I haven't done anything with this, but I've already noticed some really interesting things. And I don't know if anyone else has this active in their chat and could see the same things. But there's some really odd stuff. For example, there are some bots that keep joining and leaving chat. And I mean, really, like, this is a... Oh, there's some weird stuff happening here. 9:06? That's the wrong time. Or is it not? Is it not ordered by time? How odd. Maybe it wasn't ordered. But you can see here, an emoji is, for example, in the chat, but then 2 minutes later, Ava Semaphore is in chat. And then 2 minutes after that, Ava Semaphore is gone. And it's really odd, because if you look at these accounts, you have no idea who they're from. They have 0 to 2 followers. They have no followers, right? Ava's there the whole time. No. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Ava's there. But there's others that come in and leave. Sorry, that's a bad example. There's some that just like come in and leave. That's why it gets shorter and longer. The order is alphabetical. So another TT viewer, for example, is not in here in this row because it would have to be there. I'm not entirely sure that Twitch's reporting of whom is in chat is always correct. I assume there are 2 factors to this, and ultimately for my use case, it doesn't really matter because we're not counting chatters as viewers. We wouldn't do that. Viewers are viewers, right? The reason that we're doing this is because we need to identify who comes in with a raid. Okay? That's part of the feature that we're currently building is identify users from a raid. That's that. Now, what's interesting... Did I even... Oh, this is not even a Git repository. I just realized I hadn't committed this code anywhere. What's really interesting is I think there's 2 factors. One, I think that there are a lot of bots that are entering and exiting chat all the time. That is reality.
My faith in data, information.
Yes, I do.
Zeros never lie.
No, they don't. The second factor is I very firmly believe, like Finite, that you do probably, that Twitch's reporting of who is in chat is not 100% correct. So the question, why are you constantly monitoring it rather than only when streaming? You can't be rated when offline. That is correct, but technically you can raid an offline channel. It's happened before. And second of all, for the purposes of my app, I will need this data for other features. I don't need it for the raid feature, but I will need it for other features. I won't go into too much detail, but one of them is basically I want to understand how someone follows. And I won't go into too much detail about that, but I have some assumptions about how offline follows work. Basically, when you're not streaming, I'll let you in on a secret, okay? One of the features that I'm thinking of planning for, which isn't in the roadmap at the moment, one of the features I'm planning for is...
Exegedio is raiding with a party of 1.
Exege, thank you so much for that raid. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, my raid server was not running at the time. I'll let you in on a secret. You can raid while offline. Yes, you can. I raid people all the time while I'm just chatting within their stream. It's actually pretty funny. Oh, it's a secret, Rugmat. You're right, it is a secret. I need to take the appropriate precautions. Rugmat is very smart about this.
So here's the secret, chat.
when you're not streaming, you gain followers. It happens. It's not very common for a lot of people, but it happens. Now, during that time, when you gain a follower, there is only one place that you can follow someone on Twitch, and that is on their profile. And what I'm curious about is whether someone follows you while you're offline, if they even connected to your chat to watch something. Because here's the thing, if someone is offline and you go to their channel and you watch a video in full screen, or you watch a VOD that has chat in it, then you are recorded in chat, from what I can tell. I haven't fully tested this yet. So what I want to understand is, if an offline follow happens, is it someone who actually found your channel and watched some content and said, oh cool, I want to see when they're live? Or is it like Yoast says, or like Brocco is saying, I follow people offline all the time, I don't like the attention while they're streaming, I gained a lot of followers while offline, but I had someone share my channel as part of the status of JS survey results. I think that there's a mixture of both. That's my hypothesis. But the only way I can know that is when I test exactly when do you appear in chat? When do you appear in chat when someone is offline specifically? So do you appear in chat when you are just watching a VOD? Do you appear in chat when you're watching the channel somehow? I don't know. Like there's a lot of questions for me around it. Rugmat, as you say, I would think connecting to your chat is different than rewatching a VOD with chat replay. Yes, the two things are separate, but they are kind of, I don't know. And Yoast, yeah, to be fair, I follow them when I find them through my crawler. I don't actually bother to remember to follow someone later when I see them stream. So the thing is, Yoast, we love to project our behavior onto others. I love to say, oh wow, so many people are data conscious, so many people care about their privacy. In reality, what we're doing is we're projecting our own beliefs and
morals and experience. Oh, I'm no longer protected. Excuse me. We're projecting all of those things onto people we don't know, onto strangers. And therefore, we are not representative. That's the reality. We are not representative of the mass, let's say, of people. I don't think I'm representative at all in the way I follow people. Exactly, that's the thing. Everybody follows differently, but there probably is some common pattern. So anyway, that's the reasoning. Finite your question about why record this stuff. Basically because I can. 21,000 records per month is, for Postgres, it's nothing. I don't really care.
Ross Coates is raiding with a party of one.
Ross Coates, welcome in. So nice to have you here. Ross Coates is the coding dog.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. Ross Coates is the coding dog. And you'll see that there's a raid data event written into Twitch Raid Raw, 29 users written into Twitch chatters. This is also writing into Twitch chatters because we're trying to get as accurate as we can about the movement of all the chatters. That's basically the objective of that. So Twitch says it doesn't update less than 2 minutes. So I went 2 minutes basically. Thank you for the raid, Ross Coates. Appreciate that. So the next thing to do is to figure out something, which is right now we have a function which is let me pull back a little bit. And clearly we're showing that these numbers can't be fudged. No, of course not. No. Can't be fudged at all. So we have this function running on Railway. This is now like a separate thing, kind of. So this is the Justin Numbers DC, which stands for data collection. I would like to put all of my data collecting functions into here. So what I'm going to do is have another file in here that I run at 2-minute interval, and that's going to be getting viewers. So I'm going to have viewers to db.mjs, and I'm gonna put that into cron and all that, and then we're gonna get to that in a moment. The one thing that I want to try before that, because I know this works, so I could work on this offline if it wouldn't need to do that on stream. What I don't know what works is running a function endlessly, and that is the scenario with this RAID listener. So right now, the RAID listener basically says, obviously there's a lot of other crap in here and we'll probably have to clean it up a little bit, but we have this function which is listening to a WebSocket, and right now if I'm running this locally, it keeps closing. So it'll stay like this for a while, but at some point the WebSocket is going to close. And there was an error message, there was an error message last time. I think Rugmat, we looked at the error message quickly, the code, it was like 1061 or something. It's not really clear why the WebSocket is closing, but it probably has to do with the fact that Node.js locally is not going to run forever. That's the reality. I just think like locally there's some restriction on how long something is going to stay active for. So what I would like to do is essentially create another thing just like this. And instead of having something with cron that says, hey, run this every 2 minutes, I just want to fire up the Node.js app in the cloud and have it run. Also because I don't want to have to run this locally to capture the RAID event. Did you try the time command? Node.js should run forever, and are you sending pings to the WebSocket? No, we are not pinging the WebSocket. Is that something that you have to do to keep the WebSocket alive? At the moment, what I'm doing is basically when other events happen, I'm getting user data. Also, I need to figure out another thing, which is this get user data function is actually here, chatters to DB. So is there a possibility to call a remote function somewhere else? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. At the moment, this would just be duplicate code, but yeah. The Tau WebSocket, I don't have any kind of heartbeat built in. I think you to respond to checks. Is it missing a word in there, Yoast? Need? So it wouldn't be on Tau's side disconnecting. No, I also don't think so. I know Rails action cable uses pings to keep alive. But try the time command. Okay, let's try that. So time node server MJS. Let's see how long this stays up for. In the meantime, time. In the meantime, Tau is running in Railway. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Their ingress may have a timeout. I see. So how would we go about circumventing that? Or keeping it alive, rather. That's the question. So let's assume that for the moment, I'm going to make a new folder. Justin Numbers DC. We're going to call this Justin Numbers RAID. I don't think so. I've kept the WebSocket connection alive for much longer than Maddie is seeing on my Railway install. Oh, you were thinking of event subs, Yoast. Okay. So we're gonna open up. We're gonna open up this into a new VS Code window. Oh no, but I wanted to keep the other one. 1 second. So what could be the issue of it running? That's the thing. I'm just curious about what the possibilities are. I don't know how to solve it until I know what the actual problem is, right? Okay. Even then, you only have to do it once at the start. I should pay more attention when chatting. That's fine, Yoast. It's totally fine, no worries. Event sub doesn't have any sort of ping pong. The IRC WebSocket does, as well as the old pub sub, but event sub doesn't. Basically, what I want to do is clone what we did, because this worked. I don't need to do this. I will need to do this, which is basically command time node chatters to db. Exegy, can you explain to me very briefly the time command in front of node? That's what I am quite curious about. So anyway, let's get this set up. So what we want is, we need that environment file, so we're going to copy that over. 1 second. Got to check the stuff in there. Okay, that has the Postgres password in it. We're going to need the WebSocket thing in there. 1 second. For Tau's web token thing, WebSocket token, whatever it's called. I don't know the correct name. Okay. Okay, I can go back. Time just times how long a task runs. Try, for example, time sleep 2. Aha, I see, okay. So if I run time something, then it will just run a counter of how long it runs for. And if it's something suspicious, like if it's like exactly 5 minutes, then we know there's some kind of function cutting it off. Is that the logic, kind of? Time curl wet. What's wttr.in? What's that do? Looks like a weather thing or something. I don't know what that is. So we want to have similar things like here. We need node. Definitely need node. What was the thing that will get your current weather in a terminal? Oh, that's cool. Will it dox me? That's the real question. So we have to initialize Node.js. Is it npm? It's in it. It will say your city name. Well, that's fine. It's not a problem. Everyone knows where I live. Ooh, that's nice. That's super cool. Wow. That's cool. Actually, it doesn't say where. Oh, it's really long. Zurich, Switzerland. This is really nice. I didn't know about that. Nice. Cool. The last line, yeah. 0.01 seconds. Okay. It's Tells you how much CPU it used and all that kind of jazz. All right. That's cool. Okay. So we should expect to see some kind of log here when it ends eventually. That's fine. Okay. That's cool. So, what else do we need in here? So we need, besides the environment file, we need npm init. Package JSON. Yeah, package name is that. Whatever. This is all gonna change eventually anyway. Fine. So now we have a package JSON. Fun fact, if you run time, the universe explodes. I don't want to try that. That would make me very afraid. Total is the real time we're interested in. The others are how long it was using the CPU or the like. Exactly. Okay, so node modules. How did that happen? I don't know which ones we need. I don't know what we need yet. Let's see what we need afterwards. But we're gonna need a Docker file. So let's make a copy of that. So this is from Node Alpine. The argument is the Postgres password. We're gonna need a new project in Railway. We'll get that up and running afterwards. Copy package JSON, run npm install, copy blah blah blah, expose 8080. This is what we need. So we take this out, and we're gonna need command node, and then instead of chatters tdb, it's gonna be detect raid. That's what I'm gonna call it. So we're gonna make a new file, detect raid.mjs. Okay. What else do we need for this to work? We need a docker ignore file so that it doesn't do weird stuff. Node modules and npm debug.log. That's fine. Okay, this seems pretty good. All right, so what do we actually need from here? Let's just minimize that for a sec. This is the entire function thing. I'm just gonna copy everything for the moment and worry about this stuff later. Detect raid. Zoop. So import.env. So we're gonna do npmi.env. We definitely need that. That's for local development. We need to do npmi node fetch. And we need npmi tg for Postgres. And we need npmi ws for WebSocket. Wait, is that what it's called? How do you know what the package is called? Is there like a way to know the name of the package? Exegete, may I ask, does this need its own Docker container, or could it run alongside the other cron as a different script? The answer to that is a question. Can you, in a Docker file, execute multiple commands? If so, then yes, it could live in the same container, which would be cool, because I don't want it to have another container in theory. Cron D can execute multiple things. Aha. Oh, it stopped. There we go. Here's the total. 1048.67. It's quite arbitrary. Doesn't seem like anything very particular. I don't know. Doesn't seem very... Can't see behind your head. Sorry. So you don't need to. You can execute multiple commands in cron D. You would just write a script to handle the onClose event to reopen the WebSocket. Yeah, that may be the solution. So what you're saying is, in my existing thing, which is currently writing chatters every 2 minutes, I have a cron file. And what I could do is in this cron file say add a new line here saying, but cron is recurring. How do you say run this file once and never again? Is that even possible with cron? Ah, there's a startup thing for cron? Ooh, really? I didn't know about that. Oh, that's okay. But that's after reboot. I don't know if I want that. You set the cron job up first via the cron tab. Yeah, we have that running, Yoast, exactly. The cron service in the background then runs your cron jobs based on how they are defined in the file, which is this one right here, exactly. So the question is, if I would have a file like detect raid or detect events, because it could be for everything afterwards, and that thing needs to run 24/7 non-stop, then cron doesn't seem like the right way to run that for me architecturally, because cron is meant to run something which eventually finishes execution and then it runs it again. That's my understanding of cron. Of course, it could be misunderstanding. Hey, look, RFC 2822. That's what WP was working on. RFC 2822. It's going to be in light mode, isn't it? What is this? Ah, right. Internet messages. Oh, thank you so much. Rugmat got there first, Exegete. So, okay. But cron for me doesn't seem like... doesn't seem like the right solution for that. Of course, this thing, once the Docker file boots, could you not give it 2 commands? Is that not technically possible? I actually don't know about that. Docker file multiple CMD lines. Ah, there's only 1 command instruction in a Docker file. I see. Then you can run a script with a while true loop that sleeps for a little bit before it loops again, and just to be safe, use nodemon. If the thing crashes, I want Railway to restart it automatically. Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Of course. In your Docker file you're running npm install after copying your package JSON. Node modules directory gets correctly created. When you mount your local directory, the contents of that directory inside your container are overridden with your local version, which apparently is lacking node modules. You need to run npm install. You need to temporarily change your command in order to be able to enter the container. What the? This seems like a very, very niche thing. So if it crashes, how will Railway know to restart it? That's the question. Railway should restart crash containers on its own. So you wouldn't need to use something like Node1. Let's check out how Railway is doing actually at the moment. Yoast. Railway restarts on crash automatically. I mean, it hasn't crashed since, so I could technically simulate a crash or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Magic. Railway does restart on crash. What are you playing, Yost? Elden Ring? Or Pokemon? Well, I mean... if it restarts on crash, then... let's check. Okay, so let's go back here. Health check. Where is the health check? Endpoint that will be called before a deploy complete to ensure the new deployment is live. Mopping up side quests in Horizon. Oh! I didn't buy it, because I know if I buy it, I'm not going to do any work. Endpoint that will be called before a deploy completes. No, that's basically something else. So essentially, no, there's only delete service. There's just delete service, nothing else. Smart move, I bought it and haven't been doing much work. I will inform your employer immediately. So, okay, to summarize. If I wanted to have something running in here that would start on container start, like we've been doing here with this thing. So if I want something to run that file, node, whatever, server and NJS, then the easiest way to do that is just to put that file in the existing container that is already on Railway, and then put a line in the in cron tab to run the file once every year or something. Like, how does it? Can you just tell cron to run something once? That's what I'm confused about. Cron run once and never again. If you only want to run the job once, don't use cron. There you go. Because it's not going to automatically start. That's the thing. It's not going to automatically start in this scenario. If I have another file in here called detectraid.mjs, when this container boots up, that file isn't automatically going to run. that function isn't going to be running. Yo says, my employer doesn't have the money to hire someone to do the stuff I've been doing at a proper salary. Fair enough. Then take as much time as you need to game. Exegete. Then try it out. Make a container that sleeps for 30 seconds and then exits. From Alpine CMD sleep 30, deploy. I don't know. I mean, I trust what Finite says if Railway restarts on crash. Because Finite's been using Railway as well. I don't think it's necessary to test it out. But a funny idea to do that. But basically the summary is I can't use cron to do this. I have to do it in a separate container. I don't know a way to do this otherwise. Like one container, my gosh, what is happening here? One of these containers is a container that runs one of these containers is a container that runs all these different cron jobs. Like run this every 2 minutes, run this every 30 minutes, run this every 2 minutes, run this every 15 minutes, whatever. And then there's another container that does detection based on the WebSocket. But that seems very inefficient, doesn't it? I don't know anything about system design. So, but from an outside perspective, that seems very inefficient because then I'm running like 2 Docker containers when I could maybe be running 1. Also, it's 90 with a 0, not a no. That's why that didn't work, Exegete. In case you were wondering. Twitch wants me to run a short ad, so let's do that. There's nothing really happening right now. If you get an ad, let me know which ad you got. I'm always curious to know. No. Nej, no. Nej, no. So obviously this doesn't work this way. Well, we can try it this way, I would say. We can totally try what you said, Exegete, just to see if everything is fine with this package, with this new. So from Alpine command is going to be command, wrong bracket, leap 30. That's seconds, right? Not minutes. Okay, so we have we have this file here, but it's not going to run it yet. It's just going to run this. And now we have to put that on Railway, and for that we need to create a new project because we did that last time. New project. Empty. How do you tell Railway what resources to give your app? On the free tier, I don't think you tell it anything at all, as far as I understand. Clever position. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna do Railway link. Oh, we should rename it. Let's rename it. Settings. Just in numbers. That seems inefficient. I don't know, it's on the free tier. I couldn't really tell you. I'm gonna call this WS for the WebSocket. Empty project. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, cool. Okay, so we have WS there. So we do Railway up, I think it was. So it's running all the jazz, running all the stuff, deploying. I will move my camera because Exegete, you made a good point, which is that my camera's probably in the wrong place. I'm gonna put myself over there for now. Even though my head will be occasionally covered by the moth from the claw. We can look up in the meantime railway resource allocation. There might be something in the help articles. Okay, that's very weird. I still don't understand why for you, Exegete, the command doesn't work, but for Rugmat it worked. And for me it works, look. Railway app? Where is there? It's very hard to find their documentation because it's such a generic. I think the bot just hates me. It's just meme box, so if you want to complain to Noob, that's the person to complain to. Services? No. Where would I see? Ah, here, project usage. More like meme box. Nice one, Yost. Or more like that was quite a. It's quite a.
You just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop-ah. Drop down. Snap. Ah.
With the chill vibes, and then limits. Here are the limits for you. 512 megs of RAM, limited vCPU, 1 gig of disk, $5 of monthly usage. Project deploys are stood down if the usage limit is reached. Developer plan. When you add a credit card to your account, we increase the amount of usage credits, blah, blah, blah. Developer plan projects auto scale. Limits are raised as projects approach them up to the hard cap. 32 gigs of RAM, 100 gigs of disk. So, you know, all good. Good lord, I wanted to punch that poor child surfer, not Maddie. You can be happy he's all grown up now. So I'm guessing this thing is, yeah, this thing is deployed. 3 minutes ago. So wait, how? It doesn't look like it's restarted at all. What we did is we did command sleep 30. So how do we detect what's actually happening here? Where are the logs? Where are the logs at? There's no logs. Exegete, what would we expect to see here? That's the thing. It was deployed 4 minutes ago, but then... I mean, it's running, yeah. What's sleep 30? That's 30 seconds or 30 minutes? Should be 30 seconds, right? I'd expect to see something showing it is rebooting itself constantly. Well, we didn't add any logs, so I don't know if we would actually see that here. It doesn't actually crash it. That's the thing.
Garbage.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. There's probably like... I don't know. No, there's nothing there. All outputs sent to std out will be displayed here. What's in the ellipses? Yeah, we're just sleeping. I don't think that actually crashes the app. I don't think it actually crashes it. I don't know, chat. Is this the best way to debug it? That's what I'm wondering. Put myself over here. Here's the thing. There's a supervisor D process that is monitoring the worker and server process and restarts them if it crashes. Is this Tau? No, not Tau specifically. Literally just Node.js running on Railway. There must be a thing here. Let me just see something. Node.js build pack detects if your build is Node. Blah, blah, blah. Proc files. Well, basically, chat, the thing runs on my computer for 10 minutes and then it exits, okay? Why it exits, I do not know. There's an error here. The socket doth closeth, right? Close event. Event count 4. There's all this stuff here. Close code 1006. Okay. If I go to WebSocket close code 1006, it's extremely generic and says nothing. The connection was closed abnormally locally by the browser implementation, which could be a restriction by Visual Studio, by VS Code. Right? In theory, VS Code could stop this. I don't know. Maybe. These are all failures.
Garbage.
VS Code should not be stopping your Node app. That'd be garbage. It shouldn't, but it's of course possible that it does. It shouldn't, but it could. In theory. So what I'm thinking of doing, run it in Apple Terminal. Oh, okay, yeah. Run it in the shell. Yeah. Is it this one? I'm 300% sure it isn't VS Code. That's very certain. That's a very high level of certainty. 300%. Node server.mjs. Okay, that's running. That's running. All good. But the conclusion is the same. The conclusion is the same, okay? The conclusion is that no matter what, there's no way to run something once in cron, and Docker can only instruct one command. Therefore, I cannot have it in the same Docker container unless I ran them individually as services, which I have no desire to do right now. That's like optimization stage. So it's better to just run a separate Docker file, which has a command of node detect RAID or whatever. You can do it, but you shouldn't. Exactly. You can do startup thing. If you do want to do it, use Foreman. No, I don't want to use other tools right now. I want to keep this as simple as possible. That's what I'm trying to do. It's already very complicated for me. I already don't know how most of this is really working. But I basically will just use this command. Or supervisor D. How can you... What does supervisor D do? Is that on Railway? What is this? Railway supervisor jobs. Is that specific to Railway? The process manager. It's good for running multiple processes in a single Docker container. Oh. It is generally recommended that you separate areas of concern by using one service per container. That service may fork into multiple processes. It's okay to have multiple processes, but to get the most benefit, avoid one container being responsible for multiple aspects of your overall application. Yeah, no. I don't want to do this. Yeah, not specific to Railway. It's just a it's a Docker functionality. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Docker is already Docker, so let's not do that. Let's do it this way. I have executive decision. Command node detect raid.mjs. Now, ideally this should run permanently. Now, detect raid.mjs. I need to import from WebSocket. I don't know what's happening there. npm iws. I think that's WebSocket. If you have questions about Docker, let me know and we can jump in a voice chat off stream. Thank you, Exegete. I appreciate that. I right now don't have questions about Docker specifically. I just Docker is Docker, so yeah, it's probably a lot of things to do. Okay, so there is a function to get chatters because we need to do that for detecting a raid. Maybe we should call this detect event because we're going to use it for multiple things. That might make more sense. And then we call this detect event. Docker is magic on a bun. So I like Docker, but sometimes there are a lot of things that really irk me about Docker. Performance locally is one of them. Updates. Updates locally regularly break stuff, like a lot. Kubernetes is David fucking Copperfield. Now you're cooking with gas, Exegete. K8, yeah. That is something else. Very powerful. We were using Kubernetes where I was working last for a lot of big data stuff we were doing. Super powerful. Performance on Intel macOS is absolutely garbage with Docker. That's correct. That's why I refuse to run Docker locally now anymore, if I can avoid it. I put everything into Google Cloud, honestly, on the free tier. I just don't care. I have a Postgres database on there. Refuses to run stuff locally anymore. It's just awful. I feel like I should change up the music. What do you think, chat? Panda Poopums, nice to see you again. Welcome back. What are the limits for GKE? GKE? I'm not sure what that stands for, Panda. Oh, Google, oh, Kubernetes, I don't know. But I've been using Google Cloud Storage. And the limits are pretty generous. Ugh. The pricing is as follows. It's very cheap. I mean, I have a Postgres container on there. See, Exegete, it only flashes the lights. It doesn't do, Memebox doesn't cooperate. It's very weird. I have stuff in the EU. Where is this? Europe. My stuff is in Zurich, which is the most expensive region. It is literally standard storage per GB per month is 0.025 cent. $0.025 because you're not a VIP. Oh, wait a second. Exegete, could that be? That's actually a very good point. Triggers. Where is it? $90. You're right. Exegete, you're right. Well, then we gotta change it.
Garbage.
We gotta change it so everyone can use it. Oh, nice. That's nice. It broke again. Reload. Anyway, yeah, so it's very cheap. I have like 30 to 40 megs of storage, so I don't even meet the criteria for paying, basically. And the other thing, which is cool, is if you start out new with cloud storage, you will get a $300 credit to start with. So yeah, that's quite nice. But in terms of Kubernetes on Google Cloud, I couldn't tell you what the costs are specifically. Panda. Panda, how have you been? It's so nice to see you. It's been a very long time. I hope you're doing well. So we have our function. We should probably optimize it a little bit. Or we just try it out and see if it runs. I've been alright. I just got laid off. Oh, so doing my last week of work, then starting a long break of severance pay. I'm sorry to hear that, Panda. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you find something else, but I'm sure that you will. And if you have severance pay, then you should absolutely use that time. Use that time to relax, take a break. Do you have any specific plans? Maybe travel? I don't know. Could be nice to do something fun. Cades cost between 0 and infinite. Very good. Very good. Hey, so Rockman, you were saying you would rewrite the socket function so that if it closes, you would just restart it. What is the best way to do that? That's the question. See, because there's a socket on open. Oops. So there's an async function test WebSocket, which is probably it's a terrible name. Let's call it WS event listener. Honestly, that is like a much better name for this function. And I'm not going to do the get user data thing directly. I'm just going to do only that one. And I'm going to remove all of this other stuff because it's just notes in here. Oh, come on. No, just going to do some skilling up, fix some of the holes in my technical skills, and get out there and land an even better job. Exactly, Panda. Exactly. Great to hear that. If you do feel like joining our Discord, if you're not already in there, it's a great place to exchange on that topic with others. There's quite a few people who have gone through job changes in the last 6 months or so, who can give you tips if you want to have someone, you know, take a look at your CV or whatever. Great community, really great place. Very active as well, so it's always nice there. So yeah, we have a WS event listener, which opens our socket and waits for an on message. And now there's a socket on close. Can you call your own function back again? Good question. Just call the function again. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's probably not the best way, but it probably would work, wouldn't it? I mean, it shouldn't close. That's the thing. Until you run out of call stack. What does that mean, Exegete? I'm not familiar with that. Run out of call stack. It's having an issue with yeah, the memes probably don't work anymore. That's the thing. Hold on one second, because I refreshed the thing. Noobs thing always breaking. Oh, yeah, I didn't need this anymore. Thank you. Oh, but we should have, yeah, we should have a console log in there. We can do this here, is that right? No, hold on. No, wait. Console log equals would be here. Yeah. Okay. Bless you. I think you're all lagged. That's what I think. I'll wait for everyone to catch up. So that one's fine. I'm so tired of it not working. Memebox, I mean. I'm so tired of it not working regularly. It's very annoying. Oh, so you need curly braces again because you need both. Like this. So we can do something like that, and then something like that. This should be opening, should be here. Something like that. Does WS Event Listener do return? No. It executes functions on WebSocket on message. And it returns it. Oh, yeah, sorry. It returns a promise, Panda. It returns a promise. So that works nicely. Okay. Tests. We should test it by forcing the socket to close. But how do we do that? How can we force close the socket? That's the question. When I put this up to Railway, unplug your internet. The real socket. The real socket. I should not have called this Just in Numbers RAID. What a silly name. Can I rename this folder? I'm gonna rename the folder. Restart the server in Railway. Yeah. Yeah, now it doesn't know. Yikes. Also, let's check. Haha. Haha. So it is not VS Code that is responsible. 1006 close code. Okay, so we know that there's something happening there. Yeah, shit indeed, because the command also doesn't work anymore. Time to debug Memebox again. See, like 7 restarts should be more than enough for this. Okay. Why? Why doesn't it work? I refresh the source, I refresh in OBS, still doesn't work. Read access to OBS status information. Basic access to OBS. These access levels are also new. refresh cache of current page. Okay. Okay, I can trigger memes like that, but I can't trigger them like this. Like, I don't know. Achoo. Sneeze. I don't know what it is. There's something up with the triggers not working based on messages. Because I can trigger them. Look, I'll show you. I can't trigger them here either. If I click them, nothing happens. Memebox, everyone. Fundamentally amazing, but sometimes this doesn't work. That's unfortunate. Okay. Add folder to workspace. Let's remove this. Remove folder from workspace. Okay, whatever. Justin Numbers raid. Is it linked in Railway still? Justin Numbers WS. WebSocket? Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So they're linked. Yeah, I don't... That folder is going to be iffy. Why is that? Limbo folder. Well, it's correct here. Okay, we'll do it properly then. I haven't changed directories in the CLI. Ooh, okay. Then I don't want to save the workspace configuration. I'm just gonna open the folder. Why does it automatically change workspace though? That's what's annoying. I wish it would just keep the other one open. But I know what you mean, Exegete, yeah. Limbo folder. That's a funny name for it. Alright, so terminal. Let's see what happens. Oh, you know, we need to make the environment variables. Schrodinger's folder. Yeah, that worked. That checks. We need to do the variables. I'm going to do that off screen. Wow, what background is this? Is that mushrooms? No, what are those? Beets? I don't know what those are. I don't know what that is. Postgres PW. Does anyone know what this background is behind me? WAP? Fatty WAP? Nice bridge. I don't know how it got there from WAP, but okay. How underscore token. Vape. Try that again. Oh, look at that. There's vaping people. I guess that makes sense. Okay. So the vars are there. Let's go back. Deployments. Okay. This. Okay, so the deployment is there. So if we do railway up, it's going to redeploy. In normally. Yeah. Building. Do. Background Detroit. That's Detroit? Bees? Honeybees? Doesn't seem very Detroit to me. Oh, it did a thing. Justin Numbers WS production up railway. Okay. Question is it actually running? Socket is listening for events. Let's try something then. Let's redeem a channel point redemption. And let's see if it comes through. Because technically what should happen is it should say, oh, it works. My events won't come through, that's right. Tao doesn't listen to your own. Ah, yeah. Oh, snap. Not garbage. I don't think that'll work either. I think we refreshed both of them. Maybe it's time to just restart. Also, you know what's funny about that? Chat, look what I'm wearing today. Okay, let's just kill the meme. Kill the meme box. And restart it. Okay, it's been rebooted now. Oregon Trail. Oh, beautiful. Wow, what a photo. That's very nice. There is merch if you'd like to get merch. This is actually not part of the claw merch though, just so you know. So, screens. Look, here are the triggers. I know that they don't work. Garbage doesn't work. Ah! We're back, chat. We are back. Woo! But the meme stays there. Why is that? Why does it have to break all the time? It works just fine 99% of the time. Oh my gosh. One second, chat. Sorry, chat. I was too noisy today. Must be all those lumens. You blame the coder. That would be noob if you want to blame someone. I was being a bit too noisy and my partner's already sleeping, so... yeah, we'll have to watch the volume a little bit. One of them works. I don't know what happened. it just kind of broke again. See, the thing is, if I reload the screen, it probably breaks it now. Oh, maybe not.
Ow, that stings. Isn't there a lighter setting?
Yeah, but we need to blast this virus off you, buddy.
Oh, now it seemed to be okay. Oh, you want me to be cute again, Exegete? Welcome in, noob. Welcome to the show.
Is it when one video gets launched while another is playing? No, there's a queue. There is a queue. And they are on separate screens. So these ones are all in the same queue. I don't get it. Look, I'm able to trigger them like this. I don't know, enjoy, for example. So it has nothing to do. It has literally nothing to do with actually the browser overlay. ASMR stream. Should we change to ASMR so that we can be quiet as possible? My partner. So when I open the stream, I hear it works most of them time, gets me going back to lurking. I think it's TMI. If you look at the dashboard, then you can see it can't hear, it can't listen to chat anymore. I don't know why though. Sometimes it can. Sometimes it can. Like there. But it's not in the log. Why is it not in the log? It knows. It triggered it. I don't get it. It makes no sense. I don't get it. Oh, there it is. Triggered from Twitch event. But then the other one doesn't work. WoW is without an exclamation though. Or did I put an alias? Oh yeah, there's an alias as well. Oh, I might have to... oh, WoW is on a different screen. It's on this one. Might have to reload that one.
Wow.
Such a meme. Wow. Anyway. So, has it been 10 minutes? Because it doesn't seem like it's... Did you break it when you gave me access to 90? Maybe. It's possible.
Oh. I'm no longer cute. Apparently. I would like to log what events they are, though. That would be good. So basically this thing will listen for everything now. Is it actually that simple? Is it just working? That could be kind of cool. I'm noob, I don't know what to do. Yeah, see, noob, WoW doesn't work anymore. Where is the... There's the listener. Here's the listener. Oh, we should check if it's actually written into the database, though. Although, how will we know? How will we know? Because the other function, 60 seconds, I think it is for that one. But even something like Bezel should just work now. There's no reason why it shouldn't. What doesn't make sense, this is very simple. This doesn't make sense to me. If I have bezels on a screen and I can click this and bezels appears, but someone writes bezels in chat and it doesn't work, then it's not listening to chat properly. It's obvious. Can't be anything else. It has to be the connection with chat. There's no other possibility. Yeah, so I don't know which ones are coming from cron. They're usually the ones with the even timestamps. Oof. 90s on a different screen. Chat listen plus cooldown preview bypasses everything. Where's that? Is that a setting? Is that a setting? I don't know about that one. I mean, all I have are triggers for each of them. Like someone try and trigger party, for example. Cooldown, new line, preview, no setting, 2 different trigger modes. Aha, hold on. So if I go to, for example, if I go to party, but the thing is, it's working. It was working earlier in stream. At some point, it just stops. Cooldown, new line, preview, no setting, 2 different trigger modes. Ah, this is in the trigger itself. Okay, 1 second. Party. Ah, party's VIP only. Noob, try and trigger party. That would be the solution now. You should be able to. Nope. Nothing. That's the problem. There's something wonky with the chat messages. This hasn't been triggered today at all. But if I click this, also doesn't work. But if I go to screens and I go to where it is, where party lives, then I can trigger it.
If you didn't want to play, then why'd you come to the party?
So it has to be something with chat. Triggers pushes a fake TMI event. Yeah, then it's TMI. Very simple. All right, anyway. Oh, there's an oh no in here. Why is there an oh no? Where did this come from? Did it restart? Hey, Rockmat and Exegete, what we did obviously worked. Because it closed the WebSocket here. For whatever reason. And then it just opened it again. Yeah, I mean, it works. Works for me. Works for me. So this is great because now it's great because I can say console log, I can say raid event. It didn't get my event. It did, it just has a bit of lag. I don't know how fast it is. It got this one and this one. I'm gonna debug them now. I'm gonna output a bit better messages. I'm gonna do... Hold up, chat. Hold up, chat. We're gonna play with this a lot. Don't worry. Console log event, and then event. I think that's what it is. No. Output dot event type. Output all the things. Yeah. So, I think this should be good enough. What's the resolve for? What's the resolve? Event.data. Event.data? What's in there? Oh, let's just push this up to railway again. We don't even have to test it locally first. Just boom, slap it up to railway.
Exegedio is raiding with a party of 1.
There we go. Raid event detected. Raid data written into Twitch Raid Raw. 27 users written into Twitch chatters. There we go. Thank you for the raid, XG. Lovely. And now it should actually have a newer version up. There we go. So the newer version that is up will actually be even more accurate because it's going to tell us what event was triggered. So if one of you uses any of the channel points, no one used the peekaboo one last time, I think, on Friday. Thank you very much, Rugmat. Lovely. Event. Oh, there was a channel point redemption. That's the blue one. Spam it. Sent you the log path. Yes. Thank you, noob. I will definitely send you that later. We'll get to the bottom of this. Oh, peekaboo. I've been waiting for this. I made things a bit easier. I made things easier for myself. Because I put everything on a command.
Hello, Exegete. I'm so glad that you redeemed this, because I was really looking forward to showing people my true identity. Yes, please drop. Yes, drop.
BanOOB_ shouts, let's play a game.
Let's play a game? You want to play a game? Welcome in, Ryan. Nice to see you. Good to see you again. This is obviously somewhat poor timing, I would say, to join the stream if you don't really know what's going on. That TTS should disable the name, otherwise Karen is weird. You think so? Maybe. Maybe I could take it out, yeah. I heard the scary voice and had to come back. Why is hockey in the background? Oh, I understand. understand. Big brain, finite. Big brain. Ryan, my startup is live and working. Fancy SQL stuff isn't implemented yet, just manual adding of charts. Also, the background is not. That is hockey. It's field hockey. Canadian hockey. There we go. Now we're talking real hockey. Although I've played both, funnily enough. I used to coach field hockey as well. Now only loud breaths and we are ready. Some live stream. Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm super nice. I'm very friendly. Goalie. Oops, wrong one. What a contrast, though. Yeah, but it seems like the app is working. Oh, look at that. Delayed 90 million lumens. That's also great. You can see here cheer. Thank you for cheering, Rugman. I appreciate that. All the lights that came through. Background plastic pineapple. I need to see this now. This is a plastic pineapple. Oh gosh, that is creepy.
That is so creepy. That was actually creepy. Someone please change it. Someone please change that. And literally anything else. Yeah. Very disturbing. I couldn't understand what you were saying. Yeah, that's fine. It's maybe a bit drastic. But no, Panda, what are you doing? I'm not. That's better. That's better. I wonder if does the Pokemon command even work? No, probably not. Yeah. Well, Ryan, I'm glad to hear that everything is working with your startup. That's cool. That's very cool to hear. My thing is working as well. 90 million lumens. So this really cool. More eye bleach. Nice. Ian, thank you so much. I appreciate that. 100 bits. That's very kind, Ian. Thank you so much. So this thing works. There's the lumens. I think it has to do with caching. If it's not on the scene or something, I don't know. The placement, Exegete, the placement of that emote was really just above here, and for a second I was like, wait, why is that in railway? Like just for a half a second, you know. Ryan, your first product will never be intuitive for users. It also shouldn't be. Your first product will always be terrible. Gonna have a proper homepage with an instruction video and other things in the future. Exactly. So this is great. What I want to know is, can I have the event name? We need to test this a bit locally. We need the event name in here. If it's not on the scene, the browser source is sleeping. Yeah, and then the WebSocket gets the stuff, but we're waiting on the animation to start. Exactly. Yeah. Exegete's still on the lowest score. So I need to see what the output is. Let's console log output. And then we're gonna run this locally. Node server.mjs. Oops. What? Oh, it's not called server. Detect event.mjs. Okay. Can someone redeem any of the light changes? It's a niche product as well. It's got a use case and not many fit it. Only for devs and / data analysts. Sounds like someone like me, to be honest. It sounds like me. Or someone who might be in here. Oh. It didn't even hear that one. Yeah, I'll take a look, Ryan. I'm curious about it. How come it's not detecting any of the events? Is that because there's 2 listeners on the same WebSocket? Is that possible? Oh, here we go. Okay. I don't know where that came from. Event type, event source, event data. There we go. So we'd have to have the... How do we know which one it is? Ah, here, title. Event data.title. Okay. So we have output event type, output dot event data dot title. Oh, it's under reward. Reward dot title. Because I want to see the name of the thing. There's going to be an ad for some of you now. Sorry, Twitch is being very persistent about that today. Okay, let's get this running again. Okay, let's see this time. Let's see if the names are different. So let's run. Someone redeem one of the lights again. Thank you, Exegete. Even before I asked. I don't know, why is it not detecting that? There it is. Ah, here. Okay. Event, channel point, blah blah blah, custom reward redemption ad. And then we're gonna do... Where is it? Title. Like that. Oh, you hadn't done it yet. Ah, it was the saffron from before. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, let's run this one more time. Socket is listening for events. Oops. So there should be now, if anyone redeems something, there will be, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. It's exactly what we want. So we're gonna go like this, we're gonna go railway up. So everything is being written into the event log anyway, so we don't need to write the event log here. That doesn't make any sense. We are writing the raid data on raid event. So if there is a raid, it is doing this, where it's getting the data on raid event, which is event.data, which is everything in the raid. If it's a raid. On other stuff, it's not so relevant right now. We're only really concerned with the raid right now. So that's great, because that means that we have solved the second piece of the puzzle for this app. We now have, let me go back. don't think I have it open. Nice music, actually. All right. So now, I should not say historical here, I should say relevant. We have now completed another milestone in the process of creating this app. Oh, that's a highlighter. This one's the eraser? Yeah. We've now completed another milestone. And that is actually pretty cool, which I'm quite excited about, actually. Milestone, broke meme box. So basically we have event sub collecting data. We have Tau running on the cloud. Now we have a way to fetch relevant data with something running not locally, right? There's two functions running at the moment. One of them is the WebSocket. So it's listening constantly for events on the WebSocket. Socket listening for events. So if someone raids, if someone uses channel points, etc., all those things flow into there. With every event, it will log the chatters explicitly. They're being logged every 2 minutes anyway, but on every event, it will log the chatters again as well. And that event is anyway recorded in a Tau's database. But specifically for raids, we know that they're recorded in Tau. Let me just bring up data grip here. We know that raids are also recorded in Tau as an event, but the contents of the raid are not. So if we go to public, just open this up, go to tables, go to Twitch events, Twitch event. Tau is recording all the things except for the stuff that it doesn't record, exactly. So you see here, channel raid. You see there's here, this information here about the raid. Viewers, all this stuff. We technically are kind of duplicating it. But the reason that we're doing that, so let me just show you one from today. I think it was Exegete who did it. The reason we're duplicating it is because in Tau itself, the timestamp of that raid event will not be the same as our timestamp necessarily. And did my data grip just crash? Feels like it just crashed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, it's just a bit slow. Channel raid here. There is a raid event which has a timestamp, which I'm having difficulty here for some reason. Why is this not working properly? 1 second. There's some kind of lag in this thing, which is weird. There's nothing really running. That's what's kind of odd. Data grip is hiccuping or something. I don't know. Maybe it has an issue because everything's on the same connection? I don't know. Anyway, so we're logging it in our own database. We're logging it because we can't we can't rely on another provider like Tau to store data in a format that we want, right? So at any point in time, Tau could change the way that it stores data. So we want to have a consistent way of doing that, so we're logging it in our app as well. I'm not saying that's necessarily a good thing. Could also be a bad decision, but that's what I've decided for now. It might not be necessary in theory, but yeah. So basically here in Twitch chatters, we're logging all the chatters, and in Twitch RAID raw, we are logging the RAID data. The second reason we're doing that is because we need the RAID data here so that we can explode it, and otherwise this would be cross database. We have one database which we operate and we own, and the other database is kind of used by Tau for its own kind of management. Do I not trust you, Finite? No, it has nothing to do with trust. It has to do with the app, like
Exegitio is raiding with a party of 1.
That's 3 raids today, Exegete. Or is it when Tau becomes huge and the board of directors ousts me in an attempt to profit even more, and then they require Tau's storage scheme to change? I could see that. Thank you for the shout out, Noob. I appreciate that. Funnily enough, Exegete does stream, so it is appropriate to shout them out. But yes, basically here you'll see now there's going to be a new entry again with another raid, and we have all this data here with everything in it, all the data. There's no truncation. We have literally everything about it, and we need that because we can't do cross database stuff. Exegete streams is more like it. Yeah, you stream. You're a streamer. There you go. So what we're gonna do now, let me just think about this. So this is working, essentially. Let's summarize. We have event sub collection, we have Tau running, we have the relevant data being fetched. Both, yeah. I will add a little asterisk though. I will add a little asterisk. There's something I'd like to add here before we go in. And there's also something missing here, which is something I need to add, which is data modeling. So until now, we didn't talk about this, but all of the data is basically raw in the database, and before we put it into the app in its final form and start using it as a feature, we need to model the data a little bit because it's still in a very, very raw state. Finance says it's wild. I get up and you've already been streaming. Aren't you on the West Coast? Uncooked data. Yeah, we have to cook it. We have to make it not raw. Ramsey would be just like horrified at the state of our data. So, like for example here, like the Twitch RAID raw, right? This is completely raw JSON format, right? We don't want to use this directly. We haven't done any analysis work on it either. Like the whole point of the app is to have analysis, right? So yeah. So now that everything is working, there's one thing, which is the asterisk here, that I want to add before closing up for today, because I have a very early appointment tomorrow morning, and I have a dinner with our investors from the startup in the evening. So I need to be in tip-top shape, as they say. And yeah, so we're gonna do one last thing, and then we're gonna wrap up for today. And that last thing is where is it? Is it this one? DC. Yeah, this one. Okay, so I can get rid of this for now. Dinner with investors. Better put your hockey mask on. More like bunny suit. It's not a dinner to impress them though, so I don't need to put on the bunny suit, you know? That's the thing. Falscher Hase. Fake bunny. So basically one of the things I want to do with regularity, we are getting all the chatters at 2-minute intervals, but we're not getting the viewers. And so I actually want to do the same thing as chatters, but just with viewers. So I want to call upon the greats in chat, the greats, to tell me like, what endpoint is this? I don't even know what endpoint it is. I think it's a TMI endpoint for viewers. I don't even know. Probably have to look it up. Yeah, number of viewers. The view count, yeah. Is it under channel information? I don't even remember. Or it's under the stream, isn't it? Streams. It's this one, isn't it? Get streams. I think it's this one. Viewer count. Yeah, it's this one. So I want to get this. I want to get this object, basically. What endpoint is this? Helix. Nice. That's good. That'll be easy because that's via tau. So chatters to DB is this. Let's see what we can borrow. We're gonna need to do these things, I'm guessing. Probably. Might need those again. What else are we gonna need? I think we might need Postgres stuff. We will need the Postgres stuff actually to put it into the database. Okay, so we have to open up a Postgres connection. That we definitely have to do. What else do we need to do? We can get rid of this for now. Okay, async function get chatters. We need to get the stream data and then write it into thingamajiggy. But I did a Helix call somewhere. Where did I do that? It wasn't in this one, was it? It was in... Where did I do a Helix call? Exegy, you get up really early. I was reading now. Yeah, I see you were discussing with Finite. 5 a.m? Oof. That's rough. Oh no, tummy bug. Oh, oops, my chat has reset itself. 1 second. I missed something. Again. I missed some stuff. Kraken is dead. Yep, it died. Long live the Kraken. Oh, I'm sorry to, yeah, tell me about Exegete. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, you work 5 AM to 2 PM so you can pick up Mojo at 3. Oh. That's cool. Kind of. So that's a WebSocket. Where's the Helix stuff? Didn't I put it somewhere? Yeah, here. This is what it was. It was a follower thing, but if I have it, then I can might as well use it. Viewers to DB, exactly. We're gonna do an async function. You don't put the helix. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Finite, for clarifying that for me. Oh, what a web we weave when first we practice to conceive. Oh, chat. Chat. Don't make things so difficult for me. So this was for follows, but for the stream, it's just /streams. So I gotta put this into a function. So we're gonna just take this, actually. We're gonna call it get stream info. And I'm just gonna actually that could be useful. I don't need a cursor string. Const get stream Axios create. I don't have Axios in here, so that's probably not going to work, is it? Could we do this with fetch instead? No, let's just do it with Axios. Import Axios from Axios. And we're gonna do an npmi Axios. Is that what it's called, actually? I'm not even sure. Yeah, it is. Okay. Speaking of centaurs, this is going to be a very interesting click. I already know that. I do not regret that at all. No regrets, Finite. Zero. None whatsoever. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you very much. Okay, so Axios is in there. Good. So we need to Axios create base URL is going to be Helix streams. So instead of users follows, it's going to be streams. I also want to get the followers as well, but I can't be bothered to do it right now. Okay, what do we need to put? Sorry, put. What do we need to get from there? There's an after and a before for pagination. Game ID, user ID. There we go. So let's do params. User ID is the broadcaster ID. Return stream broadcast by one or more specified user login names. Okay, we're just going to use the ID because we have it. In theory, the broadcaster name also works, but whatever. Okay, so we don't have that anymore. It's a completely different setup, actually. How did we do this before in the follows? Get followers. Then you just return the value of the get stream. Console log get stream, and then we do get stream info. I wonder if this will work. Node viewers to db.mjs. Oops. What's the problem here? What? Oh wait, something is wrong. If I do an Axios request, that's not right. Does it need to be an async function? Maybe not. What if it's a simple get? Where is it? Axios blah blah blah. Get. They're using a then catch. Wonder if that works then. Why is this returning? I don't get it. Why is this not actually executing against the API? What? Aha, we could wrap it in a try catch. Maybe that's better. It's actually probably a better idea to do it that way. So we put all of this in there. With an await. And here. Catch on error. Console log error. Console.error, that's the one. Yeah. Okay. This should technically work, right? Why wouldn't this work? This doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand what this is. Function wrap? I don't get the error message. Promise. I don't know. Why is this so confusing? It follows the same logic as here. When you have an async function, there's something I'm overlooking and I don't know what it is. Should probably rename this file anyway to stream to db. Okay, someone has to help. I have no idea what's happening here. I don't get it. It's calling the function? But the function is declared. Guten Tag, given to Meow. How lovely to see you. How are you doing? It's quite early in the morning for you, isn't it? What time is it for you? a.m. Too early to be working. 10 a.m. Gosh, if I could start at 10 a.m. Call stack. Soy Neza! Hello and welcome in. How nice to see you. Hello Dust, nice to see you as well. Ryan, you start at 2 p.m. Is that even really? 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. No, Meow. First of all, don't apologize for sending me that. I just didn't have time to, I didn't have time to read through it yet, incomplete. But it's a very interesting thing. Don't apologize for sending me interesting stuff. Oh, you work Florida hours from the UK. Oh, I see. Dust, it's great that you found some time to stop by. You'll be pleased to know, Dust, everything is working beautifully. The things are doing all the things they should be doing with your software. And so far, I am very pleased. Chef's kiss. Yes, exactly. You'll see if you're getting fired this week, Ryan. Yeah, you were saying your CEO hasn't sent you anything. Which is, that takes serious skill though. So I don't understand something here. I have a function. This doesn't make any sense to me. By the way, Soy Neza, if you're wondering what's happening in the stream or whatever, just feel free to ask anything. It's totally open. Oh, do you have an undefined token? Isn't that the problem? I don't think so, because this does exist in my env file. What's worse is that basically I'm calling this function. I have an async function, get stream info, and then I have a get stream info, and then it outputs this function wrap, which is very weird. I don't know why that is. I think it does this because it's outputting undefined token because .env does it at runtime or something like that. It doesn't want to expose the token. Otherwise, everyone would see my token in the console, right? I think that's the thing. But this looks like a create function call or something, which makes no sense to me. I mean, finite. Come on, finite. We don't want to see your token. Definitely not. It's a really long token as well. Like, really. The token is huge. I couldn't possibly memorize it. It's so long. But I don't understand what the problem is here. I do all my import stuff, blah blah blah, define my consts, open up a pool to Postgres, and then I call this function. So what's the issue? Doesn't make sense to me. The undefined there is definitely missing. You would get the token logging out from an Axios request. Really? Okay, so this doesn't work, is what you're saying. The scope is definitely set up for that endpoint. But this to me doesn't look like it's calling the function properly. Is that possible? Like, am I missing something by typing node stream to db.mjs? For me, that would... Yeah, okay, let's double check it. Hold on. Blue pizza. That was Ian's background, I think. You can use the background background command and then a word. Oh my god. I'm not going to say anything. I'll just say that the token is not there. That's it. I could have sworn that I put it in there before. I swear. Okay, so same problem. Now the token is not undefined. The token is there, which I won't show you. But I still get the same response. Let me just do this. Okay. There is no error. That's the thing. There's no error. I'm doing node stream to db.mjs and it just outputs function wrap. And yes, fine, you can take it back. It's fine. There's something up. There's something up with this. The Axios function is not... Oh, wait a second. Is this just returning... Ah, is it res.data? Is that the problem? Huh. Wow, okay. I think it's body. No. Res.data.data. I don't remember what it is. How many levels? Res.body was nothing. What's Axios's thing? Hold on. Axios response thing. You're creating an Axios instance and not actually making the call? With create? Doesn't that do a get? Hold on. I was doing this in another... I took this code from... It's a get. But... This is it. You get const and that's it. What's this? Yeah, I was just on that. Okay. You're creating an Axios instance. Oh, crap. So then what? Ah, and then, so once I have the instance, I call get. So if I do res, hold on, if I do dot get, ah, now we have a problem. Yeah, I could just do the get here instead, in theory. But now I have a problem with that, and if I await this, then I don't have an issue with the instance anymore. Invalid argument type. The options are different. Yeah, you're right. We're gonna do a create, and we're just gonna do an await here. We're gonna call this the get equals. What would you write here? Get. Did you know that this is called a caret? Res.get? Oh, right. Res.get. Get it good. But I need to await it. Yes, thank you.
Then OOB underscore shouts hair carrot, in Karen.
Cool. I wrote red. Okay. Lovely. There's literally nothing. Now we have to console log it. Alright. I think it's called... What is it? Somewhere here. I think it's .data. Yay! Here it is. Yeah, just this is fine. There's no keys in this one. Thanks, Dust. You just get ID stuff. Is mature false? I'm not mature, apparently. Wow. There was in the scroll up, but probably not fast enough. I mean, you can go scrub the VOD if you really want to. The fun part is, I don't know. $15. What? I don't understand. Light doxing. I can always reset the Tau token, it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, 15 viewers. Yeah, exactly. Well, I want all of it. I want all the stuff. I'm just gonna take the whole thing. I'm gonna take the whole data array. It's data.data, I assume, is the correct format. There we go. So that's our nice little data array thing. So this works well because we have a get stream info. How much do you want? Everything. Now we have a cool function here, which is called... We're gonna call this async function write stream data. Did you get the token, Dust? Starts with... Ooh, let's check. Starts with... Yeah. So I have to go reset it, is what you're saying. I need to show it to you either way to verify you're not lying. How difficult was it, Dust, to find it? In the VOD. Oh, okay. Not very. Yay! Then let's go do that. And then I need to redeploy everything. Just wondering what someone can do with the token. What can someone do with the Tau token, Finite? They can only read. Never have I ever checked a commit into GitHub containing an actively used token. If your scope has write access to anything in Helix, yeah, but what would they... Ah, of course. Right. Mm-hmm. Let's check the scopes. I'm checking the scopes. Read. Ha, stream key's not in there. No edit. Only clip. Ah, wait. There's one in there, which is not nice. End stream for cheap. There's one in there that isn't nice, which is manage auto mod. That's the only one that is edit. I don't see anyone why would someone want to issue a stream key via Tau. Neither do I. Yeah, and edit clips, but I mean, that's only allows you to create a clip. It doesn't allow you to edit the existing clips. It only allows you to create clips in the channel, which anyway everyone has the ability to do. I'm still gonna go change it afterwards, but yeah. It's just to know if I need to change it right now, which I don't. I'll be back in two or 3 minutes, chat. Keep yourselves entertained, please. Thank you. I see what you said, Dust. And I will allow the term for now. Okay, so the result is I don't need to change the key right now, but I will need to change it after. Because yeah. You reposted without. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, Tau is insane. And yes, Memebox is still broken. Rugmat. Still, yes. It wasn't broke earlier. But yeah. Tau is amazing. I really like it. I think it's one of the most useful pieces of software. Alright, so let's take a look here. I gotta wrap things up soon. So basically what I want to do is... So this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Stop adding more. Salt. It's broken for now. It will be fixed very soon. Or so I've heard from the creator. My first not me Tau deploy was Bald Bearded Builder trying to randomly use it on his stream in front of 80 people. Ooh, wow. Wow. Pressure. But I mean, you know... now that it runs on Railway, I think there's really not much to be said about it. Like, it's a relatively straightforward thing to get set up and running. If you want to run it locally, yeah, sure. But yeah, it makes a lot more sense to run on something like Railway. Of course, you can deploy a Docker container wherever you want. But yeah. So what I want to do is I want to write the stream data, this whole thing. I want to write that into JSON. Oh, this is when you could barely get it to run locally. Ouch. Okay. Dinner calls finite. Wow, it's dinner time for you? Oh no. I should get to bed soon. Thanks for hanging out, Finite. Appreciate it. And hope to see you again very soon. I think you'll be streaming quite soon already, if I remember correctly. So we're gonna create a new table. And I think we're gonna call it Twitch stream raw. And then we're gonna have a column called stream data, which is gonna be a JSONB, like this thing, which is an array. I think that's fine. And then we're gonna have a second column called inserted at, which is going to be a timestamp, which is by default UTC, and the default will be now. And it shall be not null, execute. I have to say that the music from this service is really good. So if we look at the DDL of Twitch RAID raw, we can see RAID data JSONB inserted at timestamp default now. And if we look at the same for the stream raw, database tools to clipboard, we can see, ooh, not null. I didn't add a not null on that one. That doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. Okay. The music is from, let me just get the thing for you. It's from streams.mubert. I think it's, this is the URL. This, no, it's this one. This one. For listeners, it was a thing for streamers. Mubert for streamers. Streamers, sorry. It's basically AI generated music. DMCA safe and just continuously playing. So actually I have it as a browser source and then just mute it when I'm not using it. It just runs constantly, which is kind of cool. Okay, so stream raw obviously won't have any data in it right now. Okay. Write stream data. We're just gonna pass data to it. Robotic head! Ahoy hoy! I can't hear you because I don't have headphones. That's okay that you don't hear me right now. No problem. I don't know official sign language. I also found, by the way, Rugmat, I found the music really good for working because there's no lyrics. So it's kind of nice. It's good to see you, Robotic Head. Hope you're doing well. I was sorry to read you didn't get into Google's program, Summer of Code, as a mentor. But you can always try. You can always try again, right? Next year. If someone wants to write that to Robotic, it's fine. Okay. So we have get stream info. There is a pool open. Do we need to stringify this? I don't think so. I don't think we need to stringify this. So this is going to be Twitch stream raw. We're going to have stream data. Yeah. Values is going to be from users. No, sorry, from data that we pass through. And then it's going to be pool query insert data. And then it's going to be I don't know, stream data written into Twitch stream raw. Is it stream or stream? Yeah, stream. Hello there, TD. Welcome back. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we can do this like the other function. Where's the other function? So you're still in Texas, TD? You're drinking a 44-ounce Coke. I love how big drinks are in the US. That is like, wait. 44 ounces in liters. Oh my god. 1.3 liters? Good lord. It's like fast track to diabetes or something. Only 44. Hilarious. Oh, actually, I could have looked in chatters because I did it the same way here. Actually. It was from Sonic. Sonic what? Hey, thanks, Rugmat, for the bit. So we have an async function here. Ah, okay. So basically we have another async function called... They have a 64-ounce jug at a gas station. I'm drinking my 1-liter glass bottle of Coke. It's just like glug glug glug. You know, that's nuts for me. I don't know. Get stream info, write stream data, and then stream. I don't know. Get stream data or process. I don't know. Staring at my cold half cup of coffee that has been sitting on my desk since this morning. No. Rugmat. So, we don't need this crap. So const data equals await get stream info. And then we do await write stream data. And then process stream data. That's how it should work. No waste. Yeah. True, it's true that you shouldn't really waste anything. Okay, let's see what happens. Invalid input syntax for type JSON. Right. Because it's not JSON. Is it? Console log let data equal JSON.stringify data. Now we're gonna have to call this stream data because we can't use the same alias. Okay. No waste, says the one doing a caffeine detox. True. Invalid input syntax for type JSON. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, it's not JSON, is it? Ah. It's an array. What if we change the data type in the column? Just because I can. Modify column. Varchar don't know if it works that way. No, it doesn't like that. What if I just make it a string for now? It's gonna work now, but I think I should format it better. Yeah. Stream data written into Twitch stream raw. Exactly. So if I open this, undefined. Oh. Wait, what? Huh. That's weird. Console.log data. Oh, come on. That's the problem. I already awaited it. Oh. 1 second, chat. Return get. Where's the first console log? Just trying not to dox myself again. That's all. And at the moment, whenever I do something, it's outputting my keys. Okay, that's better. All right. So now the console log here is correct. Therefore, if I actually change this back, let me just take this column, this row out. Goodbye. Then we do modify column, JSON, JSON, execute. All right, so now this should actually work properly. Stream data written into Twitch stream raw. Et voila. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted. Ta-da! Viewer count. Ta-da! There it is. That is what we wanted to happen. Now, because that works, we know that this works, which means we can copy this and get this to run stream to DB. This is going to run every 2 minutes as well. And now we're going to put this up to Railway. And in order to do that, we need to put the tau token into here as well, because this doesn't have it yet. We look under variables. See, the tau token is not in there. Let me go back to just chatting. You can change my background with exclamation mark background if you like, by the way. It's a fun thing to do. And then a keyword of your choice. Add. Okay, so let's see if we can do this now. Roll way up. Let's see what happens, chat. So it's now rebuilding the container. Okay. Now it's deploying it. Okay. This looks fairly good. So what we should see is every 2 minutes, there will be a chatters function. Oh, I forgot the console log. Forgot about that. Oops. Whoopsie. Let's just redeploy that because that's really ugly. Yeah, so stream data written into Twitch stream raw, and 32 users written into Twitch chatters. So basically this is working exactly as we intended, which is super nice. So if I look in my database now, I will have a second entry for this. And see what's nice about this solution in Postgres, if you do a default column with now, as the row is written, this is recorded at row level. So I have here, somewhere in here, there's a timestamp. Is there one? I thought there was. Oh, maybe not. There's no timestamp of the request. But what's really cool is that we implicitly have a timestamp due to the fact that I now know that this response, so where is it? Where's the view count? It was here somewhere. Where was the view count? Ah, here, viewer count 12. I know that I had 12 viewers at this time and 11 viewers at this time. And of course, if you do this every 2 minutes, you can track your viewership yourself. You don't need to wait for Twitch to tell you. And what's crazy about that is that you can track your viewership at the same time as knowing as who's in your chat. Because both of those things are being retrieved simultaneously. So you have your every 2 minutes logging all the chatters. Hey, Soineza, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Affection is when you see someone's strengths. Love is when you accept someone's flaws. It's quite a quote. So you see here, you have a list of all your chatters, and then you have a list of all your viewers. And that's quite interesting to have both of those things in the same cadence. So that's why I've been doing it that way. And then of course you have, when a raid comes in, you have those things again. Well, you wouldn't have the viewers again. You'd have the chatters again. Stream elements, we heart you too. Hilarious. So that's it. It works. So basically the next time we're going to be writing a ton of SQL, because we basically have to take everything that's in here now, all these things that are being written. So chatters, raid raw, and stream raw, these three tables. We need to start parsing that stuff, and that's going to be some really badass SQL. And then we can schedule that SQL to run. For example, yeah, every minute or so on the database. And then we can connect the front end, and that SQL result in the database. And then you will know, essentially in real time, you will know all these computed metrics from the raids. That's the feature that I'm building. So if that wasn't clear for someone, basically this. So this is the next step, data modeling. Now that we've done this, although I would kind of like to get the follower count, but I'm just gonna leave it for the moment. I can't be bothered to do it. Rugmat, thank you for the bid again. Appreciate that very much. And yeah, I have an early day tomorrow, so I'm going to go find someone to raid. And in the meantime, dark background. Thank you very much, Rugmat. Badass QL. Oh look, 9 PM. That's when I start my streams. Isn't that funny? Let's see who is around. I think it's clear. I think it's clear. Anyway, you can now use the Maddie raid. If you're subbed, you can use the new raid emote when we raid out to show your support. Rugmat, you probably know. Thank you, Rugmat, for your subscription and the bits. I appreciate them very much. Soymeza and Crystoballers, thank you very much for your follows today. And Ian as well, thank you also for your bits. Another Canadian. Maybe. If anyone in chat would like me to guide them through this project, or if you want to know more about the project, you can just look at the website, which is justinnumbers.com. In the meantime, I hope you all have a lovely week. You can sign up for the waitlist on justinnumbers.com, by the way. The first 100 users of this product will be free forever. After that, I don't know. Twitch might buy me out or something if it's that good. So I hope you all have a wonderful time, week, whatever you have planned, and we will hopefully see each other on Friday again. Thank you very much, and good night, good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon. Bye-bye.